It's an amazing truth. It's something that we have to understand. Glory to God. Why are you where you are today? Why do you have the problems you're facing today? Why do you face the challenges that you face today? How can you come out of them? How can you maintain what God has given to you? How can you remain in a good position that God has placed you in? How can all these things be? Can your life actually be triumphant continually? Is it possible? Can you be a success from day to day? Is it possible? Can you live a victorious life? Is it possible? Can you actually be happy in your life continually? Is it possible? It is possible. Jesus said, anything is possible. How can a man live his whole life in blindness and then not to know it? And you know, a blind man doesn't know what it is to see because he only sees darkness. Doesn't know what light is. And you can never describe light to him. Nobody can describe light. No, not to a blind man. The only thing that can describe light is a greater light. Some people have also said that Moses wrote the book of Job. Why? Because the book of Job really is the oldest of the Bible writing. So I believe maybe, Moses must have written that. But here's the point. Here's the point. Whoever the writer was didn't see what he should have seen, or didn't see beyond the revelation that he had. God is not the author of evil. This would have brought some form of confusion. Can the devil move God? Because there he says, God said to Satan, you have moved me to destroy him without cause. But James tells us that God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man with evil. Satan cannot move God to do something. You still in this place? I want you to begin to understand what's going on here. Look at it in verse 5. And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils, severe boils, from the sole of his foot unto his crown. Do you understand? To his forehead he had boils, severe boils, until he had to hide himself from everybody. He was in terrible pain. Verse 8, and it took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die. Why did she say that? I want to tell you why she said that. No, she was not being evil. She was just being ignorant. I want you to understand, she was a wonderful woman. You know, she's been knocked a lot of times for being even almost an idol worshiper. No, she was not that mean. Here was the trouble. She had seen the husband suffer so much, and the husband was longing for death. And she said, let me tell you, as long as you are hopeful, you are not going to die. She was fed up, tired of seeing her husband suffer. Now all his body was full of boils. She thought, dear God, what is this? And she said, curse God and you'll be able to die. You want to die? If you curse God, he'll kill you. Then at least all this trouble will be over. See, she was using human thinking. You see that? Just like Sarah, when she said to Abraham, yay, now I know how you're going to have a child. You know, I'm about 90 years old. You know I can't have a child anymore. You know that, don't you? Yeah, all right. Now, you take Hagar, sleep with her, and you have a child. That's the revelation. That's what God meant, that he will have a son. And Abraham said, that's smart. He said, the Lord has given and the Lord has taken away. And I said, Job's attitude was a good attitude. And I also said, we need to check the writing. Who is talking to us? The revelation that we are being given, where are we getting it from? Is it a revelation before the death of Christ? Is it a revelation after the death of Christ? Because the cross helped us to see the Father heart of God.